guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be quite interesting. I'm really going to be exposing myself in this video because this video I wanted to do something a little fun and turn myself into an emo girl. Now, I had an emo phase, okay? It started around 7th grade and it peaked in 8th grade. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I did it was because there was this girl in my class who was emo. She was like actually emo, though I was not. But we'll get into that. And everyone was like, oh my god, you're so pretty. And also I was like, wait, hold up. I'm gonna give that a shot. Like, do I want to do it like, if I were to do it now, like try my best to make it look good, or do I want to do it exactly how I did it how I did it back then? I don't know. I think I'll probably do like a mix of the two. So, first things first. This was back in, let's see, 8th grade. I was 14, so 11 years ago. So that was back in 2011. 2010, 2011-ish. And I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So I'm gonna start with some foundation. Now my mom used Estee Lauder, so I used Estee Lauder, but I didn't have a very good color match, so sorry. It was arm day yesterday and I'm realizing I'm a little sore right here. Anyways, but I'm pretty sure my foundation was very orange, and this foundation I got, and it's very orange. So yeah, I figured it would be perfect. And this is a very orange foundation. And I also didn't know what brows were yet, so I just put it everywhere. Didn't know what concealer was either. Yikes, that's real bad. I forgot I had gum on my mouth. I'm sorry. That was probably really distracting and gross. I apologize. Now I'm going to put on some powder. I'm gonna use my Coty Air Sponge just because I can get out a lot of it at once, because I'm gonna need it. I don't expect this to look good, but you know, it's whatever. One thing that I have been consistently doing since I started doing makeup, which has been like forever because I was a dancer, so I've been wearing makeup for a very long time, that is blush. So I usually went for the more rougey reddy blushes. This is probably the closest one I have to what I would use. I do have a red blush, but it's a little too red, so I think this is probably gonna be our best shot. So I think I don't think my blush was like super strong, but it definitely wasn't subtle, because I loved blush. I don't think I had like clown cheeks though, like I'm gonna be honest. I think I was pretty good at determining how much blush I needed. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow, and let's see, I tried to wear something that was like somewhat dark and mysterious, but I've kind of left the emo days behind me. I'm still a little edgy from time to time, but not like that, you know? So I guess we could do something like green and black, maybe? I don't know. The girl that inspired me to go on my emo girl journey, if you will, would do like a dome of color, like just no blending. So I started doing that, and then I would do like different colors too, like one color here and one color there. So yeah, we'll do that. I think I was pretty good at figuring out that the lighter color needed to be on the inside and the darker color needed to be on the outside, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't good, but you know, To be fair though, back in like 2011, I wasn't on YouTube yet. Or I think I was watching YouTube at that point, but I wasn't on the beauty side. I was on like the vlog side. Like, not like, I think I've talked about this before, but not like follow me around kind of vlogs, but like sit in front of a camera and like do something, like play a game with your friends, or, you know, talk about something, that kind of thing. Like, I loved O2L, okay? They were my shit. And all the separate one, like their separate channels as well, except for, there were only like one or two there, and like, I'm not gonna say who, but yeah, they just give me bad vibes. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna take the At Foresight palette by Raw Beauty Chrissy in ColourPop. I'm gonna take the color Emerald City, which is this beautiful emerald green, and I'm gonna I had like a little brush like this, or I would have like the sponge applicators, and I would just put it on like this. This is so painful, and it's gonna be so hard for me not to like blend it out, you know? This is bad. It matches pretty good though. The color, I mean, like to my shirt. I should have left my base tacky. Oh well. I'm saying this like it's a tutorial, like you guys are gonna fucking follow it, but I'm going a little bit over the center, that way I can kind of blend it in. I think I was competent enough to know how to do that. I don't know. Who knows? Honestly. Okay, I'm going to wipe that off. I feel, honestly, it's kind of a vibe right now. If I wasn't about to do what I'm about to do on the outer corners, it could probably turn into a decent look. I think it's like the mock neck with the bun. I recorded another video today earlier, and I was like, I don't know what it is today, but I feel like I look kind of classy. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna take just a dark eyeshadow. You don't have to like use the same ones. Again, I don't know why I'm telling you, because it's not like you're gonna recreate it, but I'm using the Sultry palette. I'm just gonna use the black shade that's in here. So I'm just gonna put the black on like the outer half of the eyelid, and yeah, just like keeping it in that same like kind of dome shape. This is rough. It's kind of giving editorial though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, maybe that's why I actually don't think it's like super ugly, because like, you know, I've been more exposed to the more creative kind of makeup. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Help. I'm not sure if I did it on the bottom, but maybe we will. I don't think I did though, I'm gonna be honest. Not the fallout. But I don't think I did. TBH. Should I? Maybe, no, I'm not going to. The quintessential makeup product for an emo kid was black kohl liner, and let me tell ya, it's rough out there, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, so what I did was, I'm gonna put pictures up during this video just to like expose myself, because like, why not? I'm gonna get my hand mirror, because I took the eyeliner and just did like a thick line. So I would just like draw a thick ass line on the top. And this is like back, I would actually like hold my eyes shut. If we're being like, you know, accurate, historically accurate, I would hold my eyes shut and draw on the eyeliner. This is not easy. And then I would do a giant wing, not like what we do now though. I would literally just like drag it out. It's kind of hard to see because of the black on the outer corners, but oh, I would do this too. Forgot. Yeah, all the pulling. And then line my under eye like that. And bring it all the way around. Now we're ready to move on to the main event, which is the hair. Don't look at my armpits. I haven't shaved in a few days, okay? Get off my back. Anyways, I also haven't washed my hair in a few days. This is like 3rd, 4th day hair. So, it's a little rough, but I did that on purpose because what I would do, I discovered that if I were to diffuse my hair and make it all wavy and stuff, you know, like a diffuser on like a hairdryer, if I would do that and then brush it out the next day, the next morning, because, you know, when you like put waves and stuff in your hair, you're going to use a lot of product, right? So I would brush it out the next day or the next morning getting ready for school, and it was like really stiff because of that, because of all the product still in it. And it was perfect because the hair was more like, it like behaved more, like it did more like what I wanted it to, because it was so stiff and stuff. My poor hair. The girl that kind of inspired the transformation for me, she was like dyeing her hair and stuff like all throughout like high school. So she started in like 4th, 5th grade, like girl. But yeah, my mom never let me do that though. So what I would do is I would get little clip-in extensions, colored ones that I actually still have, but they're at my mom's house, so I don't have access to them, or you bet your ass I would be wearing them. I put them a lot. Well, I'll show you once we get to styling, but I'm just brushing through my hair right now. But, yeah, it was, yeah. And then hair pieces, like the little bows and stuff, I had so many of those. I still have some of them, like I said, but they're at my mom's house. I do have this bag of hair pieces, which we'll get into later, but these aren't like my emo hair pieces. These are like bows and stuff, but we'll make them work. A lot of them are like kids bows. This isn't, not even just in the emo phase, but I would like take any ribbons that we would get on like anything really, tie it in a bow and glue it or sew it to a bobby pin or a clip or something, and I would use that. I was very resourceful, just saying. But most of these are like more preppy and stuff, but a lot of them are like baby bows, but you know, it's whatever. But it was because I was obsessed with hair pieces because I was a dancer and a cheerleader, and both of those things use a lot of hair pieces. So yeah, it was a time. I like all throughout high school too, I was like all about the bows. Like, it was rough. But then in college I stopped wearing them. But anyways, yeah, so my hair is really greasy because I want to take a shower right after this and clean my hair, so to get all the product out. But first, before we start, I'm going to straighten my hair because you bet your ass my hair was pin straight. Let's get the hella deep part. Excuse my brush, it's really gross. I shed a lot, okay? I have a lot of hair. I don't even, is that deep enough? I don't know. I'm like trying to think how I did this. Oh no, it definitely needs to be deeper. Jesus Christ, Jono. So let's get to work. My hair is gonna hate me. I'm gonna have to do all the conditioning treatments. Okay. So yeah, so what I would do, I think. I'm like trying to remember. This has been like years, right? But what I would do is I would tease the underneath part first. So you wanna, so I would spray it with hairspray. And I would try to just tease the roots, but you know. It was also really hard because I didn't have extensions. And my hair is very thin. It was even thinner back then too because it wasn't as long. Just tease the ever-living fuck out of it. I will say though, I was pretty good about like smoothing it over. Sometimes I wouldn't even tease this front part, but it really depended on if it was like voluminous enough, you know? I say you know, like you know, but you probably don't. Yeah. I tried to get into Screamo. I couldn't. Was not my thing. I was more of the pop punk emo instead of the Screamo emo. That rhymed. Or like heavy metal emo. Oh yeah, and also when it was teased, I would like spread it apart. That's actually a pro tip too, if you're like a cheerleader, because I use that in cheerleading too. Ew. It's so bad. Help! Okay. Yeah, so I would try to just tease the underside. Sometimes I would need to tease the top, but it really just depended. I would try to take pretty small sections as well. Now, I would take, we had a couple options when it came to pinning. Bobby pins, I mean, I'm burning up right now for some reason. So hot. Okay, it's the hair. Anyways, so we had a couple options when it came to bobby pinning the hair. One way would be to, I'm like really sweaty right now. My hair is like sticking to my forehead. So we could do the two side by side. Hold on. I think my part also went the other way back then too. So I liked for my hair, for the swoosh part to come up and then like curve over the ear like that. Yes. Beautiful. Yep, that's about right. Or I would do, sometimes I'd use more than two also. Or I would do an X if I can finesse my hair enough. My like fucking foundation's gonna be like melted off on my face by the end of this. I don't know why, I just got like really hot all of a sudden. Or the X. The X sometimes held it a little better. So, I don't know. It just depended on the day. You know? X was a little edgier too. So. Yeah. I had the fucking knee-high Converse. The knee-high zip-up Converse. Don't tell me I was an emo. I'm gonna call the video here, and this is the final look. What do you think? My teeth look really white, so that's good. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below some ideas for videos. I literally want to do like a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it doesn't have to be makeup. Makeup's just an easy go-to, but I kind of want to get into like cooking videos and stuff too. I think that would be really fun. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't already, by the way, and I'm so hot. Follow me on my socials. They'll be in the description if you missed them in the beginning of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.